So is there like a down payment? Because if I die, I want to be compensated for that.
You'll be paid when Carion is brought to justice.
Ah, fuck. Whatever, fine. Yeah, I have another question. Does anybody have, like, perfume or something? Because I'm having, like, an assault on my senses right now, and I cannot work in these conditions.
Nefries goes over to her aide, signaling her to pull out like a small vial that is filled with like oils and like flowers and herbs, and passes it over to Sloane to dab on his like wrists.
Not for me, asshole. I just speak for this walking stick next to me. This guy's gonna introduce so many invasive species to this fucking environment. What is happening?
Morel kind of looks at Sloane with an expression. It's an expression, but he looks at Nefris and he kind of slowly reaches out for the perfume, and he just kind of says, "I'm sorry."
Is this like a splitting thing, or do we have to like haggle for more for killing your fuck buddy?
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Me and Carrion were never anything closer than just a guy and the guy he looked up to, alright?
But that was like a very homoerotic backstory you gave there.
Itzbal grunts and tries to let your comments just roll off of his scales. Itzbal takes some food he had already prepared for the adventurers, and he puts it in, like, to-go containers, and he also puts, like, canteens of, like, water and some alcohol into a little backpack, and he hands it to Morel so that they can get moving and catch up with the rest of the gang. And he gives him a slightly apologetic, "I'm so sorry for you" look, and says, "Tell Serrvik good luck."
Morel, again, doesn't really say anything. He just kind of gives Itzbal kind of just a very sincere look, kind of thanking him, and he takes the backpack, and he turns around and starts walking, following the other fools.
Okay, at Nefri's at Nefri's feet, they see a cat, a tortoiseshell, and it is rubbing up against your legs. Let me send the picture of the kitty cat. Its ear is torn, and it has, like, orangish, yellowish eyes.
Feisty Fish Biscuit said, "May I pet the cat?"
Abso-fucking-lutely.
It is her favorite animal.
Roll animal handling.
I feel like you have to roll for nature with that.
Yeah, roll animal handling. Yeah, so that's a 3. The cat doesn't seem thrilled by you touching it, but it doesn't hiss or bite you either. When you pick up the cat is strangely calm for a stray, but it purrs in your arms and sort of rubs against Nefri's chest.
Okay, I just want you to know Nefris is holding, like, this cat this entire time. Like,
Okay.
Cat required. I'm looking for him for personal reasons, and I will do anything to see him killed. Including killing him myself if I have to.
And Sloane shouts from the back, he's like, "Oh my god, it's vague!"
Serrvik, like, looks over him and is very displeased. Like, she's a very displeased look at him.
Moral is
he
also really fucking annoyed.
Is he part of this group too? That one over there?
Moral gives a very regretful nod.
He sort of like, Moral like sort of like sighs and like kind of mutters like, "Oh, Bahamut's tooth. All right, here we go."
Door, and you hear an old voice come inside. "One moment," says the voice, and when the door opens, you're faced with the Dragonborn matching the exact description of Carrion you've gotten from Itabal. But his scales are very dull, his eyes barely hold any life, and he fits this old decrepit house very, very perfectly. You can get an insight roll here, if you'd like.
Yeah.
Anmora said, H please UES.
I got a 2, and my insight is +2, so...
I'll try to do an insight, but I don't know how well I'm gonna do.
You think this Dragonborn is at the prime of his life. He is living his best life.
Yeah, very clearly.
You think he looks so happy and alive.
Well, I got a
Insight.
2 minus 1, so I got a 1.
Oh.
You think that this is the youngest, cheeriest, most healthy Dragonborn you've ever seen. Chloe has no idea.
I'll never has any idea.
I got a 20.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
Then Nephris and Mora both see how frail this Dragonborn is. His eyes are very tired. He is very clearly on his last legs, fighting the losing battle against his own aging battery. Battery?
Battery.
He is withering
Battery.
just as the flowers in the window pot, but he still is standing.
Noted. After Nefries leaves the place, she like pulls out another vial that's filled with like it's like a kind of soap-like thing that like not exactly, but
Hand sanitizer, kind of.
yeah, kind of hand sanitizer, and like pulls out like a handkerchief and is like puts it on her hands and like wipes it and is like anyone else is like that's what she asked. Like, anyone else?
Me, please.
Morel just kind of shakes
Nefries-
his head.
Nefries gives a drop to the little guy, Sloane, sparingly.
Sorry if I offended anyone with how I came across. I apologize. It was not my intention. But it seems like I have upset a great many people here, and I don't want to be looked at like an asshole, because if we're gonna be in this together, then we might as well work together. My issue was that I don't want to see any of you fall to Carrion's hand. This is a man who's murdered an entire town, slaughtered countless people without pause, without reason, before my eyes. I was there when he started his massacre, and I tried to fight him off. He sort of like pulled out his like scarred arm and like I tried to fight him off as well as I could, but I could not prevent him from just killing everybody, these friends that he knew. That I don't understand why he did it, why he went on this senseless rampage. And I would like to understand, I suppose, why he did, but more importantly, I just want to kill him for what he did. He is an oathbreaker. He does not deserve to live anymore. So if there's anything you want to know about me, I am, well, I wouldn't say an open book, but please do ask questions. I cannot give you everything, and I will not, but I will give you as much as I feel able.
Yeah. So, you're a bird worshipping a lizard. What's the story there?
He sort of like laughs. I get, you know how many people in Dalhurst asked me that? Oh, so many people. Oh, even my partner did. When we first met.
You don't get no
Yeah.
bitches.
Oh.
Please tell me that she said that out loud in character.
Did she? Yeah, did she say?
Yes.
Respectfully, he's gonna fucking ignore the question. He's gonna ignore it and move the fuck on.
That is so funny. Okay.
He's just going to act as if he didn't hear that.
Doesn't come out of nowhere, and then he does not continue the conversation. he just says that. He just says that, and then he moves on.
Laura said, "Bro."
Yeah, Servik kind of like looks at him a little oddly, but internally his standing with Servik has improved. He's like,
and then he just like moves on, right? And he just goes,
yeah.
He says, "You said you didn't want us to be killed by carrion, and to that I say, you underestimate me." And then he goes quiet.